It's a good game. And a slay for Gibbs because he got every touchdown for the Lions, and a slay for Groff because he threw like his life depended on it, and he slayed. I know you're so tired of me saying slay. 2025, no more slay.
Hi guys, so you might be wondering where I am, and well, I'm not gonna quite give that away because you're gonna want to subscribe so you know where I am, because we will be doing videos for this. So I'm sorry, but Julie is gonna do a majority of this video without me, so you won't get my little intakes for different scores and different statistics. So I hope you guys enjoy those because Julie's picking them and she's putting a lot of hard work into it. So
this is a different kind of video because we have people missing, but M's gonna be in the video. We just couldn't film together, so it's gonna be a hodgepodge video, and I hope you guys are okay with that. I will be doing most of the stuff. Now, bear with, M usually does all this, and I just go along with it because, again, I am new to sports. She grew up with it. I did not, so bear with. So first things first, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like, and turn on our post notifications because we'll have better videos coming out in the next couple weeks. Check out our links in the descriptions for our other social media pages down below. We haven't been posting a lot, but we're going to start posting more and more. We've just been holidays, trips. It's kind of hard to multitask when you've got all that happening and going back to work. So please check those out. And now to stupid statistics. Lionel Messi was supposed to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom but was not able to attend due to scheduling issues. And then the Lions are looking to win back-to-back division championships for the first time since the NFL-AFL merger in 1970. And then Bryce James was committed to Arizona. He announced this on social media if you didn't see. And then the Lions versus the 49ers game was delivered huge TV ratings, and ESPN says the game drew 22.2 million viewers, making it the #1 most watched Monday Night Football game broadcast this season. It's a top 5 most watched MNF broadcast since ESPN took over in 2006, which makes me wonder, will the Vikings and the Lions game bring back the same kind of views, because it was a really big game last night. I was watching, my sister was watching, I don't know who all was watching, and I think M was able to watch it, but again, she was in an area that was hard to film and send messages, so I'll have to talk to her about that later. But we'll talk about the game in a little bit. This is where we would start soccer, so this is where you'll get to see M.
okay, surprise. I will still be doing soccer. I just don't have as much information in front of me, and you guys will find out why eventually. But okay. In the Copa del Rey, Barcelona won 4-0 and Atleti won 1-0. And then in the Premier League, okay, I'm gonna pull up my list here. So, Chelsea tie Crystal Palace 1-1. Brighton tie Arsenal 1-1. Tottenham lose to Newcastle 2-1. Manchester City finally gets another win. Well, not another, but one win to start the new year. They beat West Ham 4-1. And then the shocker out of all this is Liverpool and Man United tied 2-2. Now this is crazy. I saw the highlight of the second goal that Man United scored. Crazy. Sorry, Julie is texting me while I'm trying to record for her, and I'm trying to read and I'm trying to do this. But it was crazy. I saw the highlights of the game. The second goal scored by Man United with like a minute left in the game. Absolutely wild. I didn't see it coming. I didn't even think that Man United had the possibility of even tying Liverpool. But here we are. And then the Bundesliga is still on winter break, so we will not hear anything about that until next week, where everything should be back to normal. You won't have to see me on a different screen compared to Julie, and we will be side by side, and everything will be the way it should be, and it shouldn't be... I shouldn't be forcing you guys to just listen to Julie yap, but here we are, and I really hope that you guys enjoy that. And you will see more of me next week and in our bonus video that will hopefully go out this week. I'm really sorry if it doesn't, and it will wait until next week to go out, but I hope that I can put it together in time for you guys. So fingers crossed. And leave a comment if you think you know what my bonus video is for you guys.
Back to the NFL. I don't think if M has anything she's talked about NFL related, it will be added. So look out for that. But now to the NFL scores. So the Ravens beat the Browns 35-10. The Bengals beat the Steelers 19-17. The Panthers beat the Falcons 44-38. The Texans beat the Titans 23-14. The Eagles beat the Giants 20-13. The Colts beat the Jaguars 26-23. The Commanders beat the Cowboys 23-19. The Bears beat the Packers 24-22. And let's just talk about that for a second, because what happened? And then the Buccaneers beat the Saints 27-19. The Patriots beat the Bills 23-16. Still mad about that. And then the Chargers beat the Raiders 34-20. The Broncos beat the Chiefs 38-0. And there is more to come about that, because I think it was deliberately done. Like, there's reasons behind that. So we can't really celebrate the Chiefs losing because it was deliberate. And then the Seahawks beat the Rams 30-25. The Jets beat the Dolphins 32-20. The Cardinals beat the 49ers 47-24. And the Lions beat the Vikings 31-9. And I watched that game, and I will be giving my pointers on what kind of happened if you weren't able to watch it. Let's just say defense was insane. So some of the things that I saw that we can talk about, because again, this is more M's element, but I'm learning, so correct me if I'm wrong. But Jamar Chase is the only player ever with a 1,700 yards and 17 tutties in a single season. Jackson Smith took a huge leap from his rookie season to his sophomore season. He went from 60 catches to 96 catches. He went to 614 receiving yards to 1,121 receiving yards. He went from 4 touchdowns to 6 touchdowns, and his fantasy wide receiver 47 went to fantasy wide receiver 8. So that's a good little nitbit for our rookie. Here are the Pro Bowl QBs. Jaden Daniels, the Commanders. Sam Darnold, the Vikings. Jared Goff, the Lions. Josh Allen, the Bills. Joe Burrow, the Bengals. And Lamar Jackson, the Ravens. And here are the teams with no Pro Bowlers so far, from what I've heard. The New York Jets, the New Orleans Saints, the Miami Dolphins, and the Tennessee Titans. This makes sense. If you don't get why it makes sense, you probably haven't been watching enough games. Okay, and then the Packers CB, Jair Alexander, will undergo season-ending knee surgery. Sorry, all I think about is the meme about, if you've guys seen the meme, like, when you have knee surgery tomorrow, please, I really hope someone gets that. Anyways. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers are the favorites to trade for Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray. If Arizona moves on, Murray is a 2-time Pro Bowler and the Rookie of the Year. So that's some fun facts for you. I probably have more, but we can't talk about the Lions and the Vikings game. So of course the Vikings were playing at the Lions home game. So it was a lot. It was the whole arena was packed. So it was good vibes all around. Now, this game, everyone was saying that the Vikings were gonna win. Like, they just assumed, like, they're gonna win. From everything I heard last night, it was the Vikings are gonna win. But here's the thing, I really, from the bottom of my heart, I knew it was gonna be the Lions because they were coming to play. They've wanted this all year. They've worked their butts off to get it. And I can say the same about the Vikings. They both were 14-2, and this was the game of the week. If you didn't watch this game, it was because you probably didn't have the time or you didn't have the subscriptions to watch it. But it was a really good game, a really good defense if you see by the score, because I think the first quarter it was just defense, and then we got our first touchdown by Gibbs. And now I will say the defense again, I think Sam Darnold got the most beat up out of the game last night, which is crazy to say, but like they were defending, and they were not letting Sam Darnold get any passes, which I mean that's how the game works. So sorry, that's my dog again. Anyways, so it was a really good defense from both teams. They were both here to win. And at the beginning, I wasn't sure. Even I think we made it to halftime. And I was like, the Vikings could still show up and show off and get that win. But I think towards the end, you could tell like both teams were dwindling. I mean, the Lions had a player, Jaron Arnold. He had an ankle injury, I think, in the third quarter, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go from there. But the replacement player, I could not tell you the name to save my life, and come after me if you will. Again, I didn't write down notes from this because by the time I was just too interested in the game, and I was like, I'm not writing down notes. I'm just going to go from the top of my head and hope for the best. And that is okay. I'll probably fast forward through all of this or cut this out. So, I'm sorry. But it was, I think the impressive thing last night was, when we had Gibbs, he was insane last night. And Groff was just as good. Like, I think every player came to win, and they did. They put all their effort in. But, I mean, and then let's talk about the Broncos and the Chiefs game, because I know everyone's just like, well, first of all, they're keeping all their good players to the side. They don't want to play them. They want to keep them for the playoffs, which is fair. But the reason why the Broncos won is because the Broncos knock out the Bengals. And you're probably like, what? No, that's the thing. And you know the Chiefs are big haters of Joe Burrow, which the Chiefs are always haters. Let's be real here. So by letting the Broncos win, that beats out the Bengals in their group. And that's just what they wanted. They didn't care. They took the L. They took the loss because it means Joe Burrow doesn't have to play. And that doesn't make sense to some people. It fully didn't make sense to me, but it does. Like, they just didn't want the Bengals, and the best way to do it was to let the Broncos win, and which really pisses me off personally, because, like, I mean, it's good play. Like, if you don't want the Bengals in there because you don't like one of their players, I mean, lose, but, like, why? Why? Is it bothering you? Excuse me. Right. So, like I was saying, that's just my 2 cents on it, and from what I read up, and I'm hoping it makes sense to you, because, I mean, I'm still learning, so half of it doesn't make sense to me, but it's what I read up on.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Otherwise, I would have picked Eagles and Commanders, but that didn't happen because the team won and got the 6th seed, and the Eagles are the 2 seed, so that's unfortunate. It could have been another division game, but it's not, unfortunately. So I don't think I have this in the notes for Julie, but hopefully she watches this before she puts it in the video. Hashtag embarrassing. But Jordan Love actually got injured in today's game, and the Packers will face the Eagles. So it'll be interesting to see if Jordan Love is 100% to play in the playoffs, or whether it will be backup Malik Willis. We love Malik. He's great. It was unfortunate that the defense couldn't stop the Bears today. Otherwise, they had a chance for the number 6 seed. That didn't happen, unfortunately. But yeah, so hopefully Julie sees this and she can clip it and put it into the NFL for herself. If not, and you guys are seeing it, it just means that Julie didn't watch the entire clip that I sent her. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little spiel here.
Okay, so here's radar points. Again, I did not check to see if M did a radar point, so if it's been done, I will add it at the end of this. It's been a long week, okay? So, radar point. So here's the games we said to watch this past weekend. So I said the Bengals versus the Steelers, because as we know, M stole mine, which was the Lions versus the Packers. Which is funny, because I watched the Lions versus the Packers. I didn't really have a chance to watch the Bengals versus the Steelers due to, like, New Year's events and stuff. So, the Bengals versus the Steelers. So I said that because if the Bengals beat out the Steelers, they are guaranteed. But here's the thing, if I'm correct, because the Broncos beat the Chiefs, the Broncos beat out the Bengals, which was the Chiefs' goal all along, which is why they lost. But I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. And then the Vikings versus the Lions was M's game, and it was a good game. Now, if you're one of those people that think like the score has to be really big for it to be a good game, you're crazy. That's just my 2 cents on it. But it was a great game. If you watched it, I hope you liked it because I loved it. But I like competitive games. And here's where I would add anything M added, but if she didn't give me anything to add, it's just gonna end.
Okay, and then my game for this week is Bayern versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. I know Mönchengladbach is like kind of near the top of the table in the Bundesliga, but also kind of not. But it's kind of like a little rivalry game for Bayern. It's not like a Der Klassiker kind of vibe, but I know that, you know, you have the Borussia versus Borussia type, you know, rivalry, and you have Der Klassiker, which is Bayern and Dortmund. But Bayern and Mönchengladbach actually have a little bit of a rivalry within themselves, just, you know, player-wise and everything. So that's my game of the week because I don't believe all of the NFL playoff games are set while I'm recording this. But with that being said, if I was recording this and I knew the entire playoff schedule, I would probably choose one of those games. But unfortunately, it's not, because I'm currently watching the Vikings and the Lions right now to see who gets the number 1 and the number 5 seed in the NFC.
So here's my game that I suggest watching this coming weekend. Actually, it will be Monday's game, so bear with. But it's the Vikings versus the Rams. I just want to see what they come with after this game with the Lions. I want to see how competitive they are to get a win after losing to the Lions. And if you're not a Vikings or a Rams fan and you would like to watch something else on Sunday night, or Sunday afternoon, I would suggest watching probably the Commanders versus the Buccaneers. And I know it's like a pick, but I could say the Steelers and the Ravens too. 3 games, because they're all at different times. Okay, if you want to watch, oh dang it, no, they're both at the same time. No, Sunday, Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, if you want to watch a game, I suggest the Steelers versus the Ravens. If you want to watch the Commanders versus the Buccaneers, that will be Sunday at 8 p.m. Hope you like it. And then the Vikings will be Monday at 8 p.m. So now you have 3 games to watch from Saturday to Monday, if you're down for that. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you think, I don't know, who do you think should be the wild card game that everyone should watch? Leave it down in the comments. And then comment what you think about the Chiefs versus the Broncos game, because I was shocked, but I wasn't, because I knew they weren't playing they're great players. They were keeping them on the sidelines. And just what you think about their strategy, just because they don't like the Bengals. And then check out our links in the description for our social media pages. Plus, we're trying to put together some fun videos for you guys. So just leave in the comments what you think we should be putting out, if you like our vlogs, if you like our F1 videos, because that will be coming up sooner than later. Hopefully sooner than later. I think I saw a post that said it was 10 Sundays till we finally have a race, so keep your fingers crossed, because I'm excited for that, because I feel like we're not doing as much as we used to because we've lost half our stuff we talk about. And then we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Suggest any other social media pages we should be getting, because there is a slight chance we could be losing TikTok. And I hope you liked it.